got George. Oh, nothing. Sotiropoulos, so sorry. He's just 14-4 versus Ross.
The real deal!
Pearson, he's 13-6. Sotiropoulos, 7% of his wins by KO, 57% by submission. Pearson, 23% by KO and 38% by submission. What do you see going on here?
Well, it's interesting because...
How so, sir?
The biggest thing that you have to remember is that Sotiropoulos didn't not only seem to fall off the radar, I mean, he literally did. He hasn't fought in the year and a half almost.
Yeah, he's at that 17th month GSP mark.
Which is crazy because he was fighting a lot prior to that, and I think it probably was due to the fact that he had 2 losses in a row. He had like a early knockout by Dos Anjos. I think that was a replacement fight. He was originally supposed to fight somebody else. And and then the Dennis Seaver loss.
And it was weird because he was on that path to be in title contention, and that was that weird stretch at 155 where all these guys are right up there ready to get a title shot if they win, and then they all lose.
They hit the wall.
It was fucked up.
Unfortunately, I mean, I look back at this, like they both fought Dennis Seaver. Obviously, Sotiropoulos lost. Pearson, I believe, won a decision against him, if my memory serves me correct.
I can't tell you right
I'm
now.
not sure. But
yes! I'm going to make a ruling.
Okay, so Sotiropoulos, for me, has some of the best jiu-jitsu at 155. I think also the...
if he can use it.
Yes. In the Seaver fight, though, we noticed that he wasn't able to get it to the ground.
Yeah, and then that's a problem because then he's playing a boxing match with a kickboxer.
Right, which is what I'm worried about in this fight, but I really feel like Pearson, he's lost he lost to Cole Miller. I mean, in kind of striking fashion. I feel like Pearson doesn't have quite the wrestling background to stop Sotiropoulos from getting this fight to where he wants to get it.
Maybe.
So for that reason, I'm going to go ahead and say that Sotiropoulos gets a submission. It's probably not going to be that quick. I'm going to say like 3rd round. It's going to be a back and forth. This weight class is kind of weird. These guys are, on the verge of being able to knock each other out or just working hard for 3 rounds or whatever. But this is 3-rounder, isn't it?
I'm not sure.
I forgot to check.
I always hate this. I never know if these fucking fights are 5s or 3s. It's a main event.
Yeah,
it should be 5.
In either case, I'm taking 3 rounds. I think Sotiropoulos gets a submission. Pearson is not going to have reach advantage, is not going to have wrestling advantage. Jiu-jitsu obviously goes in Sotiropoulos' favor. The only thing that may be in favor is the striking. So therefore, Sotiropoulos back on the winning streak. 1 and done.
That's shenanigans. So, well, we got to mention, okay, so both these guys have been coaches on probably one of the best seasons of The Ultimate Fighter that we didn't actually get to see here on TV, but you could watch it on fucking YouTube.
Do you still have to pay per episode?
No, that's just, they tried that and it seemed like it went away because I don't know what the fuck it was about.
For it. I watched the first 4 and then I kind of lost track of it.
I really wish that was the one that was on our TV instead of this fucking Nelson Carwin bullshit.
I'm not going to lie. The Nelson Carwin one, I tried to watch it Friday, and I ended up just having it on fast forward and watched the entire half hour in about 6 minutes. Because the fights are fucking boring. All they're doing is grappling, and I like grappling, but they're not doing anything. They're just laying on each other.
Well, I think Roy Nelson set the tone and said that you don't have to win. You can just lay on people and get the win. Don't take damage.
Yep. They're doing a good job not taking damage.
Let me bang, bro.
And we'll see you guys all not on the Ultimate Fighter finale.
Yeah, I think that's the first time ever where no one made it. So kudos to everyone there. So back to this fight. So Pearson is on this weird streak where he's going win-loss, 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 due for a win. Sotiropoulos, fighting in his home country, he's 5-2 while fighting in Australia. So somewhat dominant, but not 100%.
He lost
not
a
full lockout there. That was like a groin kick.
in Japan.
That wasn't. So he's got 2 losses out there. So the issues I have with Sotiropoulos, one with him being out 17 months. 2, he had a fucking shitload of injuries in that time. So he had like a broken toe and both knees scoped or something. Yes.
I knew nothing of this.
Injury coming back, but just that's why I say I make the GSP comparison because look at GSP. He comes back from whatever fucking shredded knee repair, 17 months off. Made it look like it was nothing.
It's because he has good vitamins and a great doctor.
And not gay. And it doesn't matter if he is, whatever. I don't know why it always goes back to that with GSP, but it just does. And Sotiropoulos with the weirdest body type in the UFC.
Looks like a prison camp victim.
Every time at the fucking weigh-in, I'm looking at the guy, God damn, what is wrong, son? But it goes back to the initial point of the Seaver versus Sotiropoulos fight. If he can't get the fight to the ground and he's got to play hands, I think his hands are worse than fucking Pearson's.
Of course,
Pearson is looked, it's like he's up and down though too. He's hot and cold. Look at his fights. But I think if it's just a straight striking fucking match, I think it's Pearson. If it does get to the ground, then fucking Pearson's in a world of trouble, but I don't see it going that way. So I'm taking fucking Pearson. I'm gonna fucking swear a little fucking more.
There's a lot of fuck going on here.
Fuck yeah.
Fuckity fuck.
Pearson with the decision.
Okay.
So I got Pearson, you
All
got Sotiropoulos.
3 or 5 rounds.
Whatever it may
We
be.
don't
Magic 8 Ball
Doesn't
is
say.
going to take whoever the first person is here, Sotiropoulos. Sotiropoulos.